Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Forgotten Fates, the Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 edition campaign. We're currently in our third season, second week, third hour. Just tell us about the sword you just got, Andara.
Oh, I wrote it down here. Hang on a second.
And he's already forgotten what we just
and it says error in the field in Excel. Thanks, Excel. You're awesome. It was a +1 bastard sword of heavenly burst, I believe.
And you've named it #error.
Yep. No, it's not named yet. Okay, hang on a sec.
You sure it's not #selfie?
And then suddenly a dragon bursts into flames.
Oh, it's because I'm putting a plus in the formula field and it's freaking out.
But thankfully he's okay with that because he's immune to fire.
Well, his fire. And it was his fire, because he snorted.
Can that happen?
No. Moving forward.
If you make a dragonkin laugh, like when he's drinking alcohol and it comes out his nose, is that dangerous?
Possibly.
Everyone but me.
Good answer.
So what you're saying is don't invite you into a bar. Gotcha.
So at least if the table's on fire, Dermot can smash it.
Yeah. So in other words, the joke goes: a dragonborn walks into the tavern and everyone runs out.
And the tavern burns to the ground.
Where's the joke? That's just pretty well fact.
So I've experienced so far.
I think the joke part was where the dragonborn walks into a tavern.
Yeah.
What's the next step? Who's next? Where are we?
Third base.
Well, Andara was the end of the cycle. We were going to be going back to Dermot now that you've got your... Well, I gave you the sword. I told you what it is, and we kind of like halted there.
Yeah.
So he gave you the sword, and is there anything else that you need here? Or?
Oh, she's like, wow, this is a very exquisite weapon.
Sorry.
Fine craftsmanship. She holds it up and she's looking at it.
You really
how much would it?
This.
How much would it cost to have my the emblem of my order put on my shield?
I'd do it for you for 25.
Sorry.
25 gold. Okay. Yes, if you wouldn't mind, how long would that take?
Give me a few hours, I'll have it done.
Excellent. Are you familiar with the?
I'll need something to go off of.
Okay. I'll touch base with you again, and I'll get you an exemplar.
Okay.
Well, like a discount.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He's like, no, thank you.
Yep. So you head out of there. Let's see what happened to Ardo and the bear. So the bear's going to be coming along. You'll see Vox carrying all his stuff, rushing out of the blacksmithing shop. And moments later...
There was no rushing. It was just a walking out.
You see Vox going slow with a couple of shots being fired over his shoulder. And then Andara comes out a little bit after, as you're walking out. What? Any interaction or?
I'm just like stunned.
Sorry, who's
It's the bear right now.
Where bear?
I see the bear. Is he just standing there or sitting there? Is he half bear, full bear?
He's half. He's hybrid right now. Did you go back to full?
No, werebear.
Well, okay. So he's half. He's definitely full on werebear right there coming down the street.
Do I see the mark on his arm again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thing to do.
Well, you're full of surprises, aren't you?
Where'd you get those clothes?
I just thumb backwards.
I head to that direction.
Have fun. Watch out for the gun.
The clothing or the armor?
Clothing.
Okay. You see him walk into the clothing shop. There is a small shriek, but it's quickly controlled.
Don't mention her mustache.
It's hardly noticeable.
When she sees you standing and everything, just can I help you?
Yeah, I need some clothes.
I see that. This is going to be quite the job.
Well, it's not so much for when I'm like this, because I'm feeling the fur. I'm pretty warm like this.
So wait a minute, Sragg, was she like, oh, I see that, or is it just like, I see that?
No, it was an I see that.
I just think we should have clarification.
Yeah, not an I see that, but an I see that you need clothing.
Okay.
Well, what form will you need the clothing in? If you don't mind my asking.
I'll shrink back down, or go back to dwarf.
Yes,
Okay.
I bet you will.
I yell from outside, they have this amazing invention called spandex.
Is this true? Do you have this?
Spandex? No.
Is Andara wearing it?
The only thing she can get under her armor.
So she'll.
Old jumpsuit leotard.
Well, what particular style of clothing did you want? She starts looking you over.
Well, I usually wear the mithril and stuff like that, but I need clothes that I'm gonna be able to put back on if something happens like this and I go back into werebear.
I see.
I need the medieval version of Airways.
I might be able to do something for you on that, but I'll have to do a bit of research. Could you come back in the morning? Give me some time to look at this. Is it just regular clothing you want?
I didn't think that this was an armor shop, was it?
This is a tailor's shop.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you offer other
I can
things?
make you a padded armor.
No, I need something a little bit more substantial when it comes to armor than padded.
You'll probably have to deal with William for that one. But I can definitely handle the clothing. It's going to be quite the task, but I'm sure I can do it. Just
Most
take
excellent.
a little work.
I'll shift back into dwarf and say, do you have something I can wear in the meantime?
She looks over. Yes, sure. Here, she goes through. It looks like it's a wastebasket almost. Some cast-off pieces. People get their stuff replaced. Have that. Anything you want out of there.
Okay, so
A shirt with a hole in it, and some trousers that.
Yeah,
One of the legs has a hole.
I just grab shirt and pants, put it on, and head back out.
Okay.
And head for the bar.
All right. Ardo, are you still following him, or you bumped your head like 10 times already? You go by, and there'll be this barrel. Bam! You slam into it. You trip on a cat.
Why would I trip on
Every time a guard goes by, they knock you in the head because you're looking down at the ground as you're going. So it's like, zack! Oh, sorry. You just start to go the head back down. They smack you on the back of the head again.
Oh, okay.
And then your head comes up, and they stop hitting you.
I'm not really walking around. I'm just kind of standing there.
Okay. Well,
Oh.
Someone walks up to you. It's a kindly little old lady. Well, what's wrong, little boy?
Kill it with fire.
Were you scolded? Why do you look so sad? You can at least look me in the eye when I talk to you.
I don't say anything. I just ignore her.
Little boy without his manners.
She's gonna grab him by the ear, right?
What a rude young man.
Just looks at who you calling young.
Where are your parents?
Someone's breathing.
I'm still ignoring her.
You still ignoring her?
I'm still ignoring her.
Guard! Guard! It appears this little boy has lost his way. Perhaps we can find him somewhere comfortable to stay tonight?
I hide.
So you just run away.
She's just a crazy old lady, isn't she? Talking to
Excuse me.
herself.
Sorry.
Well, he was just here. Must be an orphan out
Sure
rummaging
he
on
was,
the
man.
streets.
Sure he was.
She wanders off, failing to engage the halfling in any form of conversation.
Or combat, for her sake.
And the DM wanders off as well to the next player.
She didn't have an excessively large coin purse that you forgot to mention to him, did you? Did she?
Well, she did, but it's too late now.
Wow.
Her and her old money have gone away.
Yep. Forever.
Missed opportunity. Widow, you know.
Yeah, that would have just been a trap. I'm sure.
All the inheritance she had.
I'm not that foolish.
Right now.
I was gonna say, are you sure?
Okay. So, well, I can't do anything with that right now then. So, Vox, we're going to go to you then.
Sure. I'm heading to the end.
You make it to the end.
Cool.
There's, are you carrying all the weapons still?
No, I'm putting the weapons back on the cart, and then I'm entering it.
I mean that would have been awesome. The dragon thing enter carrying lots of weapons into the bar.
No. Sorry.
It's a
I
raid.
Okay. So there's music after you get your weapons put away in the barn in the back, which went just fine. You go back around to the front.
For the record, I do lock that chest back up.
Okay. That's fine. Okay. You go back around to the front.
And I enter.
Huh? And you enter?
And I enter. And the first thing I'm going for is to Lars for a drink.
So you come in the door, and you can tell there's a lot of conversation that people have been starting to trickle in.
There was.
Yeah.
Got really
The
quiet.
music's playing. What is playing right now? Okay. All right. Kel's up on the stage playing. He's playing a harp right now. You notice he's gotten a lot of attention
From the ladies.
from the ladies. Yep. From the ladies.
The ladies.
There's about 3 up there around him right now, and they're closest. He's actually seems to snag a 9. There's a 7 and an 8 in there, but he did definitely get a 9.
That's great for him.
Most of the rest of the patrons have turned paying attention to you. They don't seem to care.
That's great because I don't seem to care about them either. I'm going strictly
You
to
notice
Lars for a beer.
A lot of people are just watching you as you come in and go to Lars. And Lars is looking around the room and then looking at you and just... Yes? How can I help you?
I'll take a glass and then a room so that I don't scare off the rest of your patrons.
Well, that's very generous of you. He takes the key out, hands you a glass.
Thank you. How much?
That'll be 5 gold.
I'll pay him. Now, what was put in the cup?
You just asked for a glass.
Oh, I'll take some liquor, please.
Oh, well, I figured you being a merchant, you might have something. Here, you look like you could use this. You probably had a rough day, huh? Oh, used to having rough days. He pours something out of the bottle that was underneath the cabinet.
I'm going to smell before I taste it.
It smells strong.
I ask him, can I actually tell from my experience of selling alcohol what it is by the smell?
Let's have a roll. 1 second. Let me look at your proficiencies. Yes, you recognize this as a extremely potent liquor. It's actually almost an underworld kind of liquor. It's called orc piss. In the wrong doses, it can be deadly.
No, I'm going to ask him for something a little bit more, something for a dwarf.
Oh, well, that was well enough for me and the elf up there, but if you say so, I understand. Pours it back into the bottle.
Thank you for the generosity.
Here, let me find something a little more pansy for you.
Yes, that works for me.
There you go. He pours you out some garnet wine.
Cool. How much?
That will be 5 gold.
Okay, so 10 gold total for the room and for the wine.
Yes.
How much for the bottle?
For the bottle, I'll let you have that for 150.
Thank you. I'll just take the cup. I'll down it, pay the gold, and off to the room I try to find.
All right. Okay. So you're up in your room.
Before I leave the room, I'm going to look at Kel. I'm going to say boo, and then I'm going to walk on.
He doesn't see you.
He doesn't seem to be paying any attention. I mean, after looking at everyone around him, you probably wouldn't be able to blame him.
He's intoxicated. I don't care.
All right.
Where's this room located at? This is on the first floor or the second floor?
Second floor,
Hidden
far back. Yep. All the way in the back.
Everybody's a hypocrite.
It's like straw. There's nothing there.
I go into the room. What do I find in this room?
A bed. Shocking.
Yep. In there is a bed. There is a bookcase. It's empty. There's a chest. It seems it's open, waiting for your possessions.
Has a halfling in it. No.
Doesn't have a halfling in it.
Not in it right now.
There appears to be a blood stain on the floor.
Oh,
I'm going
That's
to
one of those rooms.
How old is the blood? Can I tell?
It looks like it's been there a long time and that someone tried to clean it up repeatedly. It just keeps coming back.
That's funny.
Oh, that's lovely. I'm going back downstairs. And I'm going to sit in the corner of the room in the dark part of the room.
Okay.
And just enjoy the half remains of this cup.
Okay. So we'll go back then. Andara was coming out. Dermot was coming down. No, Dermot, you got your stuff. Okay, so Andara's next. You directed the bear into the tailor's shop. Where were you headed?
Was that?
Not you two. You had directed the bear into the tailor shop. Where were you headed?
I probably look for Kel to give him his clothes back.
Okay. So you'll head over.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna go and get a holy symbol. That representative who I had spoke to before for my order, he would probably have one for me, right?
Yeah, you could probably get one from him. He'd be
Okay.
in the manor house. It's getting kind of late, though.
Is it already? Okay, I didn't realize
Yeah.
what time of day it was.
Yep, shops are starting to close up. It's about 6 o'clock, 6:30.
Holy crap! What time did I wake up at?
You were out for a long time.
Okay, that's fine then. All right, then I'll just head back to the bar, get a room. Then I guess.
Okay. You come in. Kel's up. He's playing the harp this time, not his usual lute. And he has a flock of ladies all around him. One of them that rivals you.
That's nice. How does the music sound?
Good for Kel.
Yeah.
It's good for Kel. It's one of Kel's better performances, but he's been to this level before.
Okay. I tap my foot along and a smile and do a little bit of a dance over to the barkeep. I'm still working out the kinks in the armor, trying to sort of get a feel for it. Every now and then I sort of do a jiggle to make sure nothing's falling out or anything like that. I'm not used to this sort of thing, so yeah, and I go up to what's his name again for the barkeep?
Lars.
I go up to Lars.
Lars stares at you coming up, then tries to avert his eyes and bring them up. I see that you got your armor.
Yes, it's quite magnificent, isn't it? And I do like a spin around.
Yes, it is. You hear a whistle from somewhere out in the crowd.
I just smile. A room for the evening, Lars?
Certainly. Here we are. Key up on the table.
Okay, thank you very much. And what's the house special tonight?
Let's see what the golems dragged in. Looks like beef. I'm going to say it's beef.
You're not sure if it's beef? I say to Lars.
Well, they do the shopping.
The golems do the shopping?
Well, I tell them to go get something for dinner, and they do.
That's rather strange. Okay, maybe I'll pass tonight then on that. What about the what do you have on tap? Nothing too strong. None of that orc piss.
Oh, well, let's see. Do have a couple of nice elven wines. They were brought in by
Something
that.
mild, and I'm still nursing this headache from the day before.
I could give you some goblin thudrud. That would give you a headache just smelling it, but
No, enough of the headaches. What kind of wine did you say you had?
we got a couple of nice elven bottles in from that fellow there. I have some elven mead as well.
Perhaps a glass of mead then,
All right.
or a mug of mead. I guess it would be. It wouldn't really be a glass, would it?
Yeah, he gets you a mug of mead.
Okay.
So,
A stein.
although not famed for their brewing, elves find exotic honey in their forest homes and create this delightful mead. Even dwarves find its taste appealing, although they are loath to admit it.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay. How much?
That'll be 2 gold.
Okay, not a problem. She goes through her purse and gets out 2 gold. Her coin purse. Her purse. I guess it's the same thing.
Yep. All right.
And the room?
Oh, your usual.
Okay. Excellent.
Slides the key across to you.
Do we have arrangements out of character? I can't remember what the arrangement is.
Usually, when you stay here, Lars lets you stay for free.
Okay.
You're in so repeatedly, it's just
Yeah, that's okay. That's what I figured. I figured my order would probably have some kind of a deal with them or something.
yeah.
Okay.
They take care of it.
Cool. It's funny that out of game, my buddy used to work for a construction company, and whenever he'd go to hotels in the area, he would just see the name of the hotel or the name of the company he works for, and they'd be like, okay, and they would just charge it to the hotel without checking anything. He left the job, and he would still go to these hotels and just be like, yeah, it's on their tab, and they would just check him in, no problem, no questions asked.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
So you get set up. I'm sure Dermot, were you coming in here?
Yeah.
Next. Okay. Did you have any stops in between here in the tailor shop?
Nope. I head to the inn and like swing open the door and let's get this party started.
Are you wearing clothes now?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
He's like, dun, dun, dun.
Like, boom! Let's get this party started.
You're distracted by a swaying in the distance.
Someone swinging their mace around. More of a morning star at this
A
point.
club. You've heard of clubbing it, but this is ridiculous.
So Lars sees the dwarf coming in. He immediately reaches under the counter, grabs something, you're not sure what, walks over to a barrel and taps it.
Okay.
Yep. I'm ready for him this time.
I would go gather my things. I don't know what happened to them, but
Okay. You'd probably you don't see anything in the middle of the floor. The tables have been set back up and everything.
so I go over to Lars and like, who took my crap?
Oh, I had most of that thrown out.
I suggest you unthrow it out.
I did save your weapon. Here you go.
What about the rest?
Well, you did kind of rip it to shreds when you shifted.
I'm not sure how I ripped everything to shreds.
Well,
What happened to my
your
cross-
backpack is here, but the straps are broken.
Yeah,
I'm sure you
so-
could have it mended.
So did you just throw everything in the backpack out?
Well, I didn't throw it out. It's the stuff in the pack is still there.
Just give me my crap.
Puts your pack up there with the broken straps and your axe.
And all my other stuff.
Did you have other possessions that weren't worn?
Like my entire inventory sheet.
Let's go to your inventory. Everything was in your backpack, I thought, wasn't it?
Yeah, most of it. But I had
Oh,
like
your
what?
leather bracers. We need to roll for those two. You roll for it.
The
those
leather
are one.
bracers were not on
They're not on. Good.
because
What
I couldn't
was-
staff with the other thing.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see what you're talking about. Your crossbow and all the other stuff that wouldn't. Yeah. Then nothing would have happened to that stuff.
He's just like a barrage of weapons on his back all the time.
That's all these weapons. There you go.
He's got like on him like at all. He's got the urgosh like it's on usually on his back somewhere, like a small hand axe, a small hammer.
Yeah.
He had a great dwarven and a great dwarf axe. He's got a shield at some point too.
He's got a lot of stuff. I didn't realize how much stuff you had. I thought there was just your urgosh and like an off weapon of some kind. Okay. Yeah. All your stuff is here except for the obviously bursted into pieces chainmail and the straps on your backpack are damaged.
Well, the chainmail, like, where is it? Like, is it in like a mug somewhere? Like, what does he do with it?
Well, I didn't think you'd be needing it after I swept it up.
I'm pretty sure the chainmail can be put back together.
Well, I wouldn't be one to know that kind of thing. You've probably talked to William about it. I'm sure some of the pieces are.
Well, I will be
Missing,
doing
but-
talking if you threw it out.
Well, I'll see what I can. I'll see if I can find it. He heads to the back.
I pour myself a drink from whatever he just tapped.
He comes back in holding a pail and says,
That's more like it.
"What? No, here's your armor. It's a bit dirty."
Oh, I get it. I like
You did say crap.
I pour the mail into the backpack, out of the bucket.
There was a couple things in there that weren't the mail. You're pretty sure that was a wastebasket?
Is it liquid waste or what is it like?
Like our apple core here, broken bottle pieces.
I wouldn't do that. I would just take the bucket.
Okay.
I would fasten some sort of makeshift straps for the backpack out of the rope that's in the bag,
Mm-hmm.
and then go to a table with my stuff.
Okay. Fair enough.
So
Will you
Kill's
be
up there performing?
Yeah, he's up there performing, and he's got 3 ladies in particular around him right now.
Okay, so I see that, and I get this wicked grin on my face, and I say, go back up to Lars and say, do I have a room here tonight?
You can certainly have one if you want.
Yeah, I'll need one. Can you have one of the your servants bring my stuff up?
Sure.
Okay. Describe this he's performing on stage.
Yeah, he's up on it's not really a stage, it's a raised section in the back. About 2 foot off the ground from the rest of it.
Okay, is there some sort of curtain behind it or anything like that?
Yeah, there is a small curtain that takes up that back corner.
Gotcha. I will stealthily and sneakily on autocast try to get myself behind that curtain, making sure he doesn't see me.
Okay. As opposed to okay. You're not sure, but he's just not paying attention.
Okay. So I'm behind this curtain and he's in front of the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will take off. How loose pants did I end up getting?
Yeah.
Well, you would have done a lot better if you grabbed a belt. You've been kind of having to pull them up every few steps.
Okay, this is gonna work because we're gonna do we'll take the shirt off and do shift into a hybrid form and do the Hulk pants thing where all of a sudden they miraculously fit.
Okay. You took the shirt off and you've got a pair of really tight shorts. They're tight.
Toit.
Yep.
My pants are very toit. So
Okay.
I'll use the claws and claw back the curtain and just roar behind Cal.
Okay. All right. So party's going on. That's going to change a lot of stuff. So before you do that, Ardo, are you doing anything in here? What did you?
No, I've followed him to the inn, and I'm sitting in the room watching him. I have an idea of what he's doing. I'm just kind of snickering to myself, and I want to watch.
Hang on. You followed him back to the inn. He went in, and somebody ran up from behind you and tried to grab you and put a bag over your head.
Oh?
Yes.
Okay. I'll use my escape or get out of
jail free.
Yeah, that one. The damn it,
escape artist.
Yeah, escape artist.
Okay, you do manage to wiggle free of them. You turn to see there are 3 men trying to get a hold of you right now.
Wow. I use my cloak to get away.
All right, so you disappear.
And then I sneak off.
You hear them. Damn it! That's all right. We'll just go grab another. Come on.
What the hell?
Kidnappers.
They take off to the south, and you see outside of one of the houses, there is a boy carrying a bucket. They run up, grab him. He tries to scream but doesn't get anything out, and they run off for the woods.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to track him. Oh, no, wait. Damn it.
That's
I don't want to leave without telling somebody what's going on. Who all do I see in the crowd of my party?
Well, everyone's inside the inn right now.
But I mean, like in the I guess in the main area, like sitting at tables and stuff. Other than the two, I see them at the stage, but
do you go inside now? They got you before you were headed in.
Oh,
you haven't
okay.
even been inside yet. I mean, if you go inside, you'll be able to see things.
I guess. Okay, I'll go inside.
Okay, you go inside. You see, Andara, you sit down at a table, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you see Andara sitting down at a table. You saw Dermot creep up behind the curtains. You're not sure what's going on that direction. You see the dragon guy in the corner, far in the back. And you see Kel is up on the stage with women all around him. So your whole party is present.
Okay.
And then suddenly...
Oh. Go ahead.
A curtain is ripped back, and this huge half-bear thing roars, causing instant panic. Tables are being overturned. People are running for the door. The women are trying to pull Kel with them. They're very concerned for your safety.
Okay. I just like, quick, come with me. We'll be safe.
Quick, to my bedroom.
They follow you. So those three and you run up the stairs, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Toward the stairs. People are just booking it for the door, pushing over tables. Andara, they are stampeding here. And Ardo, you're at the door.
What happened?
I'm
Something
like, oh,
roared?
crap.
Did I see what
You
happened?
see the bear, you know to be Dermot, just pull back the curtain behind Kel and roar, causing immense panic in the room. You see that your halfling companion has just entered, and a freaking stampede of people are about to crush him into the non-existence.
Okay.
It's terrible. It really is. What do you do? What's going on? Do you run?
No, if I realize it's Dermot, then
There are people shoving you. They're trying to get
well,
back.
then I'll just squeeze my way by them
Okay.
and be like, "It's just a joke. It's not a real monster."
Nice try.
No, that's what she says. Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. And Vox, you're luckily in the corner, so you're already safe.
I'm just sitting there drinking my wine, enjoying the show.
So, Kel, you were riding the tail end of the crowd heading up the stairs. Ardo, the stampede is heading directly for you. You fear for your life.
I dodge out of their way.
You do. You roll underneath a table. You see a pair of scaled legs and a tail underneath this table with you as people start booking it out of this tavern.
Yeah.
Yes, Lars. Why?
Sorry.
I'm just gonna look over towards Lars, and it's like, it wasn't me.
So, after a few moments, the tavern's evacuated. Dermot, what do you do?
Did you say it wasn't me, or was that like a look?
I said it wasn't me. Like, it wasn't me over here, ruined your party.
Like, how long does it take for them to evacuate?
It's a pretty quick thing. It's over with in about 2 rounds.
Okay, wow. It's like do they have regular fire drills to be that coordinated?
Okay, 3. I mean, you know what I mean? They're pushing and shoving, and there were some injuries at the door trying to get out.
Okay, so the reaction I got from Kale was like basically he did the Arnold come with me if you want to live.
Yeah, and escorted the 3 women up to the top.
Ran away.
Quick!
Okay.
It's safe in my bedroom!
Exactly. I ran
would've
away.
been kind of like mid-roar and then saw that happen. Obviously not the result I was expecting, and kind of shoulders would have slumped down and like kind of would have been
Like the Yeti off of Caveman.
yeah, pretty much. And then I would have like walked up on stage from behind and like shifted back down.
Okay. You shift back down. You have to catch your trousers. They're definitely stretched a bit more now.
Yeah, I grabbed them with one hand and like.
You know those people that you see them walking and they're set. If they took off running, their pants would trip them. You have to kind of twist it.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's fairly quick. So I don't know if anybody's still in there. They would have seen that.
Honestly, most people were not trying to look back. They were trying to get out. You might have got 1 or 2 glances, but it was more of a, if it can do that, what else can it do?
Even as Andara said, like, calm down. Nothing to
She
worry.
just said it. She didn't like, everybody. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Well,
That's
she's
funny.
not going to be sitting there like in the middle of like mass chaos going, everybody, God, it's just a joke.
I'm just wondering if anyone else looked back when she said that.
I'm sorry. Like if people are running, like they're going to be like, their eyes are going to be planted on like whatever's behind
Get
them.
away from it. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's like driving by like a car crash. You can't take your eyes off it.
The mass panic has them for now.
Okay. I just head back up to and continue drinking my flagon at the bar.
Lars just pulls up a stool behind the counter. Pulls out a bottle from underneath it and sets it up on top of the counter. Pulls out a cup.
Poor Lars.
Anyone else?
You want some nuts?
He just looks over at you.
I just wave. It wasn't me.
Oh, come on. That was funny.
My character's just laughing over there. He's having a good time.
And he says, yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. It was that thing.
No, not you. When he said it's fun, it was funny. He's like, yeah, it was.
Did you give Cat liquid courage or something? Wasn't quite the response I expected.
I gave him a hit of this stuff. He pops the cork on the bottle.
I can probably like just
Yeah.
just whoa, no wonder.
The smell is like you just been punched.
It probably like knocks out any other sense of smell for the rest of the night.
So
So I don't know what to. So what do we got going on in this town, Lars?
Hey, I just saw a little boy get kidnapped by 3 guys.
Where'd that noise come from?
I'm at the front of the door.
you were under his table, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, I get up out of
You'd still be at the door, but you would be talking in like the
Well, hey, what do you mean somebody got kidnapped?
Some little boy, 3 guys just tried to kidnap me, and then they ran off and kidnapped this kid.
Are you sure it wasn't just some halfling thief being dealt with?
Yes, I'm sure. Those 3 guys. What'd they look like anyway, David?
Well, you didn't see them for very long. They were they were wearing masks of a sort, cowls. What I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Pretty nondescriptive.
A kidnapping? Well, what way did they go?
They went off. I point in the direction that I saw them last go. That way.
Well, someone had better inform the guard. I heard a lot of talk about people going missing.
Really? And nobody told us?
Hey, speaking of children, didn't we have a baby?
I thought it was.
He's being watched.
Really? By who?
Yeah. By the
By
Claudia and Claudia's order, wasn't it?
Claudia lady.
Did she take her?
I thought so. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, I don't remember it happening.
You kind of parted. Okay, just out of this and into the DM mode for a minute. You parted ways with the baby when you went to jail, and no one really knows what happened after that.
Okay.
Well, if you guys don't seem to mind so much, I don't care either. To be honest, it was a bit of a nuisance having to deal with this baby.
Speaking of, we have to get these town folk out of the rod.
We already did that when we got here.
We did?
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Pretty sure we.
I thought
I think you've had one too many
no,
drinks.
I did. Didn't we let them?
Everybody out.
Didn't we spawn them all out in the room?
I don't think
No,
so.
you didn't spawn 1,400 people in one in room.
Yeah,
No, you did not.
And what's his
No,
name? The
we
barkeep
came
was like,
out.
"Where the hell are all these people coming from?"
You
And then
did
we
not
got
get them
arrested.
out.
That never happened.
I
sorry.
remember.
Yeah, it didn't happen, guys.
I know we're
Sorry.
on the same team, but
I remember it was like it was yesterday.
What is this rod you guys are referring to? This sounds intriguing.
So yeah, back that up. What are the people in the rod? We have to help them escape. We have to get them out of there.
Well, you just activate it and they come out.
Where is the rod?
Didn't I don't know. I had it. I guess it should be in my possession since
She just sort of remembered this with the whole baby comment.
Well, those people aren't in immediate danger. This little boy is.
well, Mr.
He just got
Forehead, have you
kidnapped.
looked through your inventory? No, sorry. Nothing said for me.
Well, before we go after the kid, let's figure out: do we still have the rod?
I'm not sure.
Ardo, it was in your possession last you saw.
Okay, was it in the treasure chest when I got broken from the prison?
You did not see it in there.
Oh, well, the rod's gone then.
Oh, looks like your wonderful grandmother must have taken it. 1,400 people for her to torture.
For her to torture.
It's like
I'm not-
Christmas came early.
I'm not there.
And sprinkles.
Dun dun dun!
Meanwhile, a little boy who just got kidnapped.
Yeah, Kel's not here. He's been upstairs.
Yeah, we know where the rod's at upstairs.
Well, I thought that the rod was in your possession, Ardo. What happened?
It was in the treasure chest while we were getting kidnapped. While y'all were having fun.
Yes, it was quite fun being interrogated.
Oh, I'm sure you got interrogated the way we got interrogated.
Uh-huh. And I'm sure that wasn't any of your own doing, the way you were treated,
None of
right?
it was my own doing. Dermot didn't do anything wrong, and he got interrogated.
Hmm.
Hmm.
For some reason, I don't believe
A
your
likely
honesty
story.
is 100% accurate.
Sure.
Man,
I'm going to say, little talking table. Where did the little boy go?
Went that way.
he's
A little
talking.
talking table.
He's never given me his name. So only thing I know him as is the table from the jail cell.
Well, you know,
Oh.
she called me Ardo.
I don't know this, so I'm like, I probably like little talking table. I probably actually said that, so yeah.
Wait. Why do you want to find the missing child?
Well, what else are we to do?
What is this we? Like, why do you want to find...
Well, then fine. What else am I going to do? I'm going that way. I'm getting up and leaving.
Really?
Well,
That's what
see,
you-
Ardo, he's clearly got it under control.
Sure.
Lars just takes the drink. Well, I'm going to inform the guard.
Yes, we should probably inform the authorities of this. Ardo, perhaps if you go with him, you can point out the direction and give a general description.
Guess I could.
So-
You sound so like depressed about that out of character. I guess I
Lars heads outside. Well, if you're coming with me, I'm heading over to the portal. That's where we'll usually find at least 2 guards stationed.
I'll go with you, Lars.
And I'm heading back to the stable to unhitch the cart.
We should really find the rod as well. All those people and poor Sprinkles.
Fuck, sprinkles.
And that donkey.
Ah,
Oh, I like Donkey though. He's all
Now he's
right.
singing a different tune. Not the donkey.
Black sprinkles. Oh, not the donkey, really?
How about
Well,
the
we gotta-
1,400 people? Oh, whatever.
1,400 people can wait. This little boy needs help right now, so I'm gonna go with Lars right now.
Claudia was very interested in that rod. Not Claudia.
I bet she was.
What was her name?
Gretchen.
Gretchen. Gretchen was rewind that. Gretchen was a little too interested in that rod. I'm sure she has all kinds of abilities and forces out to seek that for her. We should make that our first priority.
Okay. I'm going with Lars. Y'all figure that out.
What of all the little boys and girls inside the rod?
They'll be all right.
So, Lars and Ardo exit the room, heading for the portal. Vox left as well, leaving just Andara and Dermot in the tavern.
Well, Andara, I think for once Ardo's got the right. Like, the people in the rod will be fine. For now. But this
I would agree with you if we knew the rod's whereabouts.
Well, there's something we can deal with right now, and there's something that we can't. We can probably save that kid right now, and we may be able to save the rod.
We can deal with the kidnappers that have already made off with a child and we know nothing about, not where they were going.
Where do we start looking for the rod?
Probably the jail, I'd imagine.
Oh, that's going to be great. I'm sure they'll just walk right in and say, "Hey, Mr. Torture, do you mind telling me where my rod went?"
Well, I'm sure if we can talk to Kel and his family, it wouldn't be a problem. I'm sure they'd understand the situation.
Oh, because they've been so understanding so far.
They were understanding for me and Kel. Sorry that you got the short end of the stick.
Well, maybe you should go find the rod with Kel, and we'll take care of the kid.
Sure. Go ahead. Sniff him out.
Sounds like such a drow thing to say.
All you drow, like, I storm upstairs to grab my equipment.
So Dermot heads upstairs, leaving you alone in the bar, Andara.
I'm gonna go knock on Kel's door.
All right. As you're heading up the stairs, out of the corner of your eye, pretty sure you caught the glimpse of an old woman drinking from a glass of wine. You turn back and she's not there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You head upstairs and you knock it. You get close to Kel's door. There's a lot of sounds coming from that door.
I knock on the door. Kel!
You hear a feminine voice come back saying, "Go away."
Remember those people that we were all in that rod? The rod is missing.
You hear another feminine voice say, "I found it."
I'm sure you found something. If only you knew where that thing's been, you might change your mind. Kel!
There's a lot of giggles.
All right, I'll look myself. Let's say I didn't ask for your help. When I go missing or something bad happens to me.
Can I hear that?
You
They
hear
can hear
something.
He's gotta be able to hear it.
How impeded is my listen check? That
Depends on how preoccupied you are.
like I know.
Oh,
there's
yeah,
a
you
negative
heard it.
here.
You heard it, though.
So I heard this.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess there's like I kind of like get up and go to the door and like open up the door like just a little bit, like this much.
Mhm.
It's like, yes, what's the matter?
Hang on a sec, sorry.
He got busy.
Okay. Let's cut that right quick, and we'll come back to that. Vox, you went around to unhook the wagon?
Yes, I'm unhooking the cart, and I am activating the signet ring and getting on the horse.
Okay. Did you tie the rope around the first or second beam in the barn?
For the horse or for...
Oh, never mind. I
Let's say
misunderstood.
I've unhitched everything off of the horse,
Uh-huh.
and I have hitched the cart back to the stables. So it's sitting there.
Okay, so the cart's sitting in the stables.
Yes, and the horse is free since it's unhitched from everything else.
Uh-huh.
So the horse, and I'm heading back out to the front, trying to look for Ardo at this point now to find out where we're going.
Okay. Okay. Well, by the time you're going to get around there, let's go back to Ardo.
Before
where
we
we
do
got
that,
Lars.
To the guards.
let's go to break. We'll be back.
okay.
That
in
sounds
a
good.
bit
Yeah.
On Twitch. Thanks for clicking like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and we'll see you in a bit. As soon as I find my mouse. There.